Sorry, I was just admiring myself.
It's been a long time since you ain't coming out your shell. You ain't really been yourself. Tell me what must I do? Cause luckily I'm good at reading. And with him bugging but he won't stop cheesing. And we can dance all day.
So in this video I'm going to teach you how to make a 16-inch frontal hair. So yes, I'm going to take you through all the steps. I know you can see my hair right now and you're asking, oh my god, how did she do it? Well, I'm here to tell you how I did it, take you through the steps from the beginning to the end of how I was able to achieve this beautiful frontal 6-inch straight hair. Let's rewind to the beginning of this video. So I'm going to be doing voiceovers for this part of the video because I couldn't really talk while working. And yeah, so what I'm doing now is I'm bleaching the frontal. You want to make it look as close as it can to the human scalp. So I used bleaching powder from Blonde Diva and some hydrogen peroxide, yeah, to bleach the frontal. So what I'm doing right now is adding the hydrogen peroxide to the bleaching powder. Then I'm going to mix it, mix it with a brush to bleach the frontal. This is the hydrogen peroxide I used, and this is the bleaching powder I used. So this is the solution it formed. It formed this kind of thick solution. It's not watery, and yeah, it doesn't really show the color it's going to be like. You see the frontal looks kind of white over here. We're going to give it like some kind of brownish look after bleaching it. So you are going to apply it to both sides of the net, that's inside the frontal and then outside. So in order not to stain the floor, I placed 4 underneath, and in order not to let the bleach touch the hair itself, I used 4 to cover that side of the hair, so I can only apply it to the frontal. Yeah, so as you can see, you leave it there for it to dry, and then you check how ripe it is. So I usually leave it there for like 45 minutes, and then occasionally I check whether it's ripe or not. And then you wash it. You wash the bleach off. So over here I've washed the bleach off. You can see the color now of how you can see how the frontal is now. Yeah, so I use my regular shampoo and conditioner to wash, as you can see in the video. So now that I'm done washing, I leave it there to dry, and then this is the hair I'm going to be working with. This is how it is. It's a 16-inch long, so that's what I'm going to be doing now. I'm going to start sewing the hair, or sewing the hair, whatever it is. Yeah, so then I take my hair. First of all, I have to set the machine and everything. You can really use your hands if you want to, but then I have the machine and I want like an easy way out. The hands is also good. You can use your hands to sew it. If you can use the machine if you have it, then you know the machine will work faster than the human hand. So then I put my thread in the machine. This machine gives me so much trouble, but then Charlie, what can I do? So yeah, most of the time it stops midway, but then the work is still the work. It's going to take time. Charlie takes time for me, and I was really tired when I was doing this. So yeah, after setting the thread, I take the hair. So the hair is really light, so then I add 2 together to give it that kind of volume before I start sewing the hair. So when I'm done with that, I take a mannequin and put a net on it. So since I'm using a machine, I want to get the lines as straight as possible. So then I take a marker or a pen. You can use each other one. You just have to make the lines visible so that when you're sewing the hair on the net, you don't make any mistakes. Because this is a frontal hair, I need to leave some space in front because I don't really know how much space the frontal is going to occupy. So then you leave enough space in front for when you're fixing the frontal.
Evolutionary process going on, but mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I...
After drawing the lines, I still have to set the machine again because I think that it has been giving me problems, like loads and loads of problems. So then after I attach the hair to the net and then I sew it. So I like this specific type of net because it's really thick and then it doesn't tear. You know, the other ones when you use, they are weak and then when you are sewing it tears and stuff, but this one is really heavy, it's thick, so it doesn't tear under pressure. Yeah. So then I sew the hair into this one. I sew the hair onto the net. So it just repeats the process. Sew and over sew. So I over sew it, I sew it and I sew it I sew it 2 times so that it doesn't tear and it keeps long. So just repeat the process of sewing and yeah, that is it. So this is how the first one looks like. Every time you sew, you have to check and make sure that it's in line with the line you drew. So anytime you sew a line, you check and see if you are using the machine or if you are even using your hands, because no one is actually perfect. So you try and check and see if you are doing the right thing, so that you won't finish with everything and you realize that you made mistake at the beginning and then have to start the process all over again. So I'm going to fast forward this place because it's actually just the same thing you'll be doing, and I think I've explained it into detail so then you know what you're doing. Just basic sewing, whatever you were taught in home econs, just apply it over here. That's it. I'm going to pause this and then concentrate on the frontal. First of all, I'm going to tint it. I'm going to use this black lace tint. I'm going to spray it on the frontal before I attach it to the net. So I'm going to use pins to hold the frontal in place on the net before I then start sewing it. This is how you sew with your hands. It's actually obvious, but then to those who didn't know, so this is the same process what I'll do if I was using my hands to sew the entire wig. But then since I didn't use my hands, I used the machine for the first half. I'm going to use my hands for the second half because this is the delicate part. done sewing everything. And guys, remember to cut the net in front of the hair so that the frontal can like be there. Remember to cut it and give the frontal space. Like as you can see in this video, I cut that side from it. The next step is thinning. We want the front of the hair, sorry, to look as much like human hair as possible. So then we are going to thin the hair at the front, like I'm doing in this video. You thin and comb out so that the front of the hair looks more natural. Again, we want this hair to look more like human hair. That's why the thinning process is very necessary. After thinning, we straighten the hair. Couldn't take the process of straightening, but yeah, I'm going to indicate every item I used to straighten the hair, from the hot comb to the straightener to everything. So that's it, guys. Over to you. That brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really can't stop shaking my hair because this is your first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. But please, if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Like, I don't know why you want me to keep on emphasizing on the fact that you need to subscribe. Subscribe now. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing and joining this fun. I actually wanted to say fun and families or family, whatever it is. Thank you so much for joining this family. Yeah, hit the like button, be the first to comment for a shout out. Everything hair and accessories, you can get it from hair.mogul on Instagram. This is a sponsored video and she sponsored everything in the video. Everything that was used to make this video was gotten from hair.mogul. So make sure you visit her Instagram and yes, buy from her this December because everyone wants to look good. And guys, good news, she's running a discount this December and her things are so affordable. I'll leave a link to her Instagram in the description box, and I also write her Instagram handle below the screen. So yes, go to her Instagram page and make sure you order from her. I hope I was able to go into details on how to make this because this hair looks so nice. And yes, I was able to take the whole straightening process, but then you know how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, then forget about it. Oh, and remember, peace, love forever. You all know that's my anthem. So yeah, see you in guys, I have a dimple. see you in the next video.